All right, good evening. I think stupid Mike. Um, I love it when I had one Windows update and it changes default settings for stuff. It's amazing, and I probably oh maybe it does let me actually. No, it's proper default, but whatever. All right, cool. Let's jump into Discord here, and once my buddy's back on, we can say hi to him. But here we are. We're doing another Gloomhaven session. We might go back into that city quest that we failed last. Well, not last time, but it was. Well, it might have been last week that we tried it. Because now that we have a Night Shroud, and actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check and see if I have any other movement stuff. Okay, that card's kind of crazy. Um, that could be like a really fun one to burn and just use. If I make sure that I'm able to pull Dark Up, which I should be able to. I could just get in there and slow things down. Um... So the question is, what am I going to get rid of? That creates dark. That creates dark. Hmm. I might consider getting rid of this. Because while this is really good, hmm. Hi, Dave. How are you? Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, dude, you're fine. I'm looking at my cards and looking at making a change here. I'll tell you what. I'll load you up and we can find out, or I'll just look real quick. Two more. Two more. Uh, so you're gonna like this one. If we go back and do that city quest that we failed, the one with the stupid plates that the and the guards, I have a card that I can burn, and if I can use dark when I use it, I can go to any unoccupied hex. Yeah. So that door gets opened, and I can warp myself basically to the back of the room. So I put that in my deck. Yes. Then you get smacked by everything, though, too. Well, unless someone moves in and is able to go invisible, right? And then it does avoids at least a lot of the melee crap. Right, but then I'm thinking, like, we have, like, if we go in with this party that we have here right now, the Craighart and the Doomstalker both have jump movement. And don't you also have... Right. Well, and so do I, but that one card will let me move a lot faster and at least get to the back of that room no matter where I am. As long as the door's open, I can use it to move to any open hex. Which is insane. So I just gotta go after whoever opens the door. That would be the goal, yeah. Dave is gonna contribute as best as he can today. It's the one that we went to with the guards that when they stand on the one of the things in the back we lose. So that's why, like, I pulled in the card where if I can use dark, the bottom half of the card that I have lets me go to any hex. That as long as the room's open, then I can go to any empty hex. And yeah. Right. And I am leaving my... So if I'm also invisible before that turn, I do have my card still that attacks 1, range 3, and wounds, and it adds stun if I'm invisible when I use it. So I'd be able to block one of the guards and hopefully stun the other if we time it out right. That's the key. So I need to make sure... That's true. And because I'm basically thinking, like, okay, if we know we're going to open the door in the next turn, I will try to make myself invisible on the previous turn so that I can go in and use both of these things, because that'll also buy us some more time. The problem is that in order for everyone to get in there and do stuff, while we do have flying, it's not even so much the fact that we have flying. There were so many things in that room taking up hexes that you can't move anywhere. So that's the other issue, too. It's just there's too many things in that room. There were like 3 hounds, like 2 archers, and 2 guards or something like that. That's what I'm kind of recalling. Does that sound about right? So, yeah, it's... That... Does that work? Or... Because... I don't know. The plates sound an alarm, right? But maybe the other way of doing it is if Dave's able to get some, like, rocks on, like, near the plates, and then we block the other side of it, maybe we could just block their path to it. Right. Yeah, because I'm thinking like worst case scenario, if I get in there with the Night Shroud, I'm gonna be able to block the path of one and stun the other as long as I'm invisible before that turn. So that's like my thought, and I guess we'll kind of see how it plays out. But I figured this is as good a time as any to try that again with now that we brought the Night Shroud back in. Do we want to do the city encounter real quick? No, not the quest, the encounter. Encounter. Yeah, because they're at the plates within like 2 turns if you don't do something about them. Because they move immediately. At least that's what happened to us. They moved on their first turn and they were like 2 hexes away. And it was just like, what the hell? Yeah. Alright, we'll have the same. Yeah. Alright, on a trip to the new market, you see a Curious Sea chart prominently displayed in a Valrath merchant's stall. I see this interests you, he says, holding it up, taking great care not to damage it. I've been told this map will lead you to a location of untold riches, wondrous beyond anything you have seen before. The Valrath gestures grandly with his free hand, and his smile grows wide. How can you say no to this? Just make me an offer. I feel like if we decide to bargain for it, it might unlock another quest, huh? Possibly. Is it worth trying? Let's try it. Collective gold. We're going to lose 15. We set a price to pay for the map. You recognize some of the landmarks. Should be able to find this place of untold treasure by hiring a ship. Alright, so who has a lot of gold that can... I don't... That's true. Oops. Oh, I have to reduce the others. Okay. So... I'm gonna try and get rid of all yours. Who needs to buy stuff? Is there anyone who really needs to buy stuff, or should I just equally distribute the rest of it? You had 28, or you had maybe over 30. I'm going to just take 3 from the Cragheart, 2 from both the Night Shroud and Doomstalker, and then all 8 from... So it's evenly distributed as I can. All 8 from the Quartermaster. There we go. Sunken Vessel. So we unlocked another quest location. Beautiful. Sweet. We're not going to obviously do that now, but I just want to take a look at what the hell... Alright. Kill all enemies in all rooms. Beautiful. Alright. Well, that's something else that we can look at down the road. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Vault of Secrets, correct? That's the one. Let me know when you're set. If we're good, then I'll get this thing started. Yeah, that's why I went through and did what I did with my one card. Here, I'll hit it. And John's back. Okay. Yeah, if you're set, I just started the quest. I don't know if you had a chance to double check what you wanted to bring in.
You look down at the paper Dominic handed you. The whole property under the cover.
We know what's going on here.
Before you leave...
Yeah. We heard all this before. Yeah, that seems to be a pricey one. Well, and we have to prioritize killing these guards anyway, right? Or is it not as important in the first room? I can't remember. What do they do? Do the elite guards? They can. Okay, yeah, so we do need to kill them, like, immediately. Okay. Alright. Jesus, when we did this, did I still have the Beast Tyrant at that point? Wow. Yeah, it doesn't say that we can't go on it. Is that what you're going for? Yeah, Yeah, remember when we were told that the golem can't leave the room? Oh my god. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Alright, well, I guess we start whacking shit, huh? You can go there. So I'm gonna need movement anyway. Or I just use a range attack. What the hell? If I have one. I don't remember if I have one. I do. I could also just do this. And then... Good enough. All right. All right, let's all do dumb things. Here we go. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I guess you can kill something and be the first, right? Well, he's got to move one attack forward, and you put the Pierce up there, so yeah, he might. There you go. Beautiful. Wow. Gotta love the RNG. Yeah. Not a bad idea. Oh, I'm just remembering now I have those damn boots. I could stand on the traps. Okay. Good thought. Yeah. Oh. So really, I could just do any movement. And then hit for 5. So we might as well just do this. But I won't stay invisible, so I'll take some hits. That's fine. Good, you should do a nice amount of damage to it, hopefully. Damn it. Alright, alright. Oh, he was just shielding. Oh, I definitely did not do that right. Oh well. I don't know why I was thinking that Hex was right in front of him, because my angle got screwed. Well, too late. What? I mean, I can, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I know. It's just annoying. Well, now you know what your modifier is going to do. What I actually wanted to do is go here. Right. That's the correct placement. Perfect, he's dead. That's what I want to see. Does anyone have an opening the door perk? Okay. All I'm going to ask is that we do not open the door on the next turn. Because I'm going to need one turn to set up what I need to do. Yeah, no, because the side rooms probably have the chests. More guards spawn when we loot those chests, which is amazing, so. Okay. Holy shit. Alright, that's annoying. So this card is what I want to keep, and where is my other one? Did I already use it? No. Oh, it's here. Okay, so these two cards here. So I need to use these. I can probably want to just do that. I would prefer, if not on this turn, but on the next turn, someone opens the door early. Because these guys aren't going to be going anywhere, right? They're pretty much, even if they do move, they're not the ones who are going to step on the switch. So we don't care as much. My goal is I'm going to make myself invisible and I'm popping dark so that if someone opens up the door before I can go, which I can go as late as 85 on the next turn, but if we want to go sooner, 35 is my earliest, then I can use my ability to get back into that room and do exactly what I said I could do. Block one of them and stun the other. We're gonna do this. next turn, I won't still be invisible. Okay. And then I need to do this. Okay. I am set up to do my dirty stuff in the next turn. That's fair. I was gonna say, you just got, that's nice. So that worked out okay. Or not, because the curse kicked in. Nice. Yeah. I mean, if you go up and do something else, he does have a movement of 1, so he's possibly going to go down and whack the Doomstalker, but I don't know. Yeah. So the big question's going to be who's opening the door and what priority, so I can work around that. Okay. No, no, no. He's looking to see if he wants... Yeah, he's... No, 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 you're fine, you're fine. No, the golem's turn technically still has to go anyway, but obviously he'll skip. Well, you're the last one playing, and I can't put anything else up at this point. I don't think I have anything for green. I mean, I can go after you. I think my other priority was 85. Yep. Okay. The two priorities I'm going to have are either 35 or 85. I mean, they're going to probably get a turn before I can go anyway, because as soon as that door opens, all their priorities go in first, right? So they're probably all going to take their turn, because more than likely, they're going to have a higher priority than the 80s, if we had to go 80s. Yeah. Possibly. Depends on what he's got for cards. Okay. Alright. Well, then I will go priority 35 on the next turn. But let's finish this up here, and then, no. Okay. I will go 35. once the room opens up, before I actually use my ability, we'll see what happens in there, and then I want to make sure that I go on a hex that's not going to blow what you're going to possibly try to do at some point, Dave, so we'll take a look at that too. Oh, of course. That's fine. Well, we're going to find out what happens, because when we open the door, then the guards are going to show up on there too. We don't know what their priority is yet. Oh. Probably, because you're the closest. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I mean, that would have been quite an inconvenience. Let's be honest. Alright, let's see what happens.
What in the...
Alright. The guards aren't going till 50, so that's really good. They still have a path on the other side of the table, though. I mean, that's because the archers that are there, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, that's going to be the biggest problem. If you wanted to go towards the dogs, it would keep them on that side. I mean, I don't know if that's... Well, if you stand next to one of them, you could. That's up to you. Times 2 dream. Oh, you're up in this. This is good. I said times 2 dream! That's already a better start in here. So once these guys all take their turn, Dave, what do you think would be the optimal place for me to go? Okay. Right. Okay. So if I go here, I can at least block this path, and I can still hit this one with my attack 1 that'll stun him too. So he at least won't move on this turn. Does that sound pretty good? Well, he's probably gonna work his way over here because that looks like that's open, right? Okay. God, that is such a great card. He's the problem right now. So you could still get one up there. It'll hit the Quartermaster, but it would block that path. Can you put a boulder there? Will it let you put one here? Oh, does it hit him with 2? Oh, it hits him with 2. Yeah. Yeah, it would. Yeah, but it's still at least a slower path. And actually, he can't unless that archer moves, because he's only got movement at 2. Oh, of course. Of course. But it buys us more time. I mean, why not? I would... Yeah, I do. Yeah. So I would say maybe just hit the dogs. What do you think? Yeah. John, does that seem right? Yeah, that's fine. Well, now your green will be up in case you want to use that. Alright, the guard that I'm closest to, I'm gonna end up cornering. So if you guys are able to try to work with the one on the other side of the room by the hounds, that would be ideal. I'm gonna hit this guy. I got an attack and then move. So I'm gonna attack this. I'm gonna move right in here. And I'm gonna block him in and just try to whack him. John, when we loot the ornate chests, do you know where the guard spawns? It says in the corner, but is it in the back corner near the panel, or is it like... Okay. Okay. Guards are moving already. They're going early. That's great. Well, so much for my idea of pinning him in, because I'm not going to do that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Provided that I survive the archers. Oh, you bastard. That is not what I wanted you to do. Motherfucker. Ah, these archers are so annoying. Okay. Well. Yeah, I know. That's really annoying. You survived. Well, good luck. Hey, that was good. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's down to 1 health. That's the more important thing, so... Let's... Yeah. There's part of me that wants to do a long rest here, but I know that's not smart. Well, good luck. Okay, well that's good. Okay, if I'm gonna do that on top, what do I want on the bottom? This? Yeah. Yeah, but is there gonna be more shit in there too? That's the problem. I'm thinking there's... Exactly. I'm with you on that. I was kind of wondering the same thing, but it's not a huge room, so it might just be the chest, but I don't count on that. Not really, because what I'm just gonna do... It did, but he's probably not in range. At least that's my guess. Should I open up the door? Do you want me to open up the door? Alright, I'm gonna stand in the doorway. Well, I'll stand in the doorway so that if there is something in the room, I can walk in and hit it maybe, but if not, then I'm just gonna whack the archer that's here by the doorway. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, it does, So just Doomstalker, get ready for when this other one comes in. Because I will, on the next turn, I can loot it. I'm staying invisible, so they're not gonna come out after. They're not gonna come after me. Okay. How far am I? What? I'm only 3. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely get to it next turn. That's not a problem. But then we just got to make sure that we have a way of stopping the guards when they spawn. We don't want to spawn them both in the room and have only... How do we win the scenario, though? Just looting them? That's it? So that we should just be able to do that and be done. Okay. Yeah, you want to probably go in the corner. Yep. The thing is, we still have to survive the round, probably, right? So if these things spawn near the switch, well... Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if they spawn near those switches at the top of the room... No, but we don't know where they spawn. If they spawn, like, here, then they can move directly on the switch. I don't think that would be the case, but I have no idea. None of us do. So you think it's this one? Okay. We'll see. I mean, again, the golem will not leave the room. I know. It's fine. The golem will not leave the room. I'm just going to remind you. That's what we were told. Yes. Yeah. I mean, they still get their turn, but yeah, as long as they don't spawn within 2 of the switch, we're fine. I would assume that they wouldn't, because how do you react to it? Like, there's no way to, so I think we're going to be fine, but... Yeah, I'm going to pick whatever my highest priority is that I have left. And we'll say good luck, everybody. Survive for now. There he goes. Well, I mean, he took both hits because, you know, the credit card was invisible, so that's fine. Yeah, because in the next round he's going to get hit again, probably, so it's fine. Alright. Yeah, so I can go 91. These guys just have innate shield too, so I should be okay. Alright. What's the golem do? Okay. That's not bad. Yeah, they're not gonna... no one's gonna do anything if we're all invisible, right? They're just gonna sit there like, huh? Ooh, bonus. Always a times 0. I know, I know. Me too. Beautiful. Hey, you know what? The game didn't exactly say, right? So. Okay. Right. Which makes sense. Thank God.
Searching through the vault libraries, you find both the Codex and Dominic's book without too much trouble. You find many other strange texts among the shelves. Golems and constructs, the Algox of the North. There is a lot of hidden knowledge here, but there is no time to sort through it all. More of the Vigil could come down the stairs at any moment and alert the entire estate to your presence. You grab what you came for and run for the exit, stepping over the corpses of the guards who stood in your way.
How many things did I kill? 0. Alright. Because it was 5 or more monsters during this scenario was my perk, and I'm like, that, because the other one was I forgot, but I didn't think I was gonna get it. It was loot no gold or chests, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that in case I need to actually get the ornate one. I don't know if that counts, but yeah. So I was like, I don't want to pick that. That's fine.
You're barely clear of the tunnels when you hear an alarm high above you on the other side of the market wall. Without hesitation, you continue your escape, getting as far away from the estate as possible. Then it's just a simple matter of returning the books to Dominic.
Well, let's see how long the lore takes us here. One more. That was considered a base game scenario. You're 2 of 4. Alright. We do have something that unlocked in the town records narrative. And we have another city encounter. I don't know if I want that card in here still, though. Like, that card was great for this scenario, but I don't think I want it normally. I gotta figure out what I had in there. I think it was the... I want this for movement, I think. Yeah, like... Yeah. I can totally see that for sure. It's pretty neat. All right, do you want me to click on either one of these things, narrative or city encounter, right now, so we can see what we get, and then we can decide what we want to do? Are you on? Did you get back to the map at all? Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's do the city encounter real quick first, and then we'll do town narrative. Might open up something else. All right. You are walking through the new docks when a well-dressed merchant flags you down. Oh my! What a fortuitous encounter! He whispers as you approach. May I buy you a drink? I have a very sensitive job for you, and I like to avoid the prying eyes around us. The merchant, an iron dealer named Gavin, makes a gesture towards a large group of dock workers. I can't trust anyone. Well, anyone except you, of course. Do we accept the drink? I think we do. And we see if this opens up. We good? Alright. Excellent. Someone has been attacking my ships at sea and I need to get to the bottom of it. Come, I'll tell you the details. A new wrecked ship? What is this, Super Metroid? More quest locations, guys. We're unlocking all sorts of shit lately. And then the other thing we need to do is the town records narrative. So let's just go through this, and then I know if we do, if we want to do another one, yeah, we could take a short break before we jump into it. But let's do this real quick. Hopefully this isn't like a 5-minute long one.
Oh my, you've returned! Dominic springs up in excitement as you enter the town records building. He jogs towards you a little too quickly, trips on his robe, and lands flat on his face. Ow! Oh, no matter, he says, waving off the incident. I imagine you've recovered the books? Please tell me you've brought the books back. As you nod, he jumps to his feet, smiling broadly. Come then! It's time we got to the bottom of this. Preferably in your company, in case those maniacs come back. Once in the back room, Dominic quickly opens the Codex of Directives and flips to the proper page. Let's finish the story, shall we? The end did not come for the ancient man as he huddled in the darkness of his cave, insane and broken. The harbingers of the upheaval, a great army of demons, had succeeded in bringing a once powerful and glorious civilization to its complete and utter end. This had been a challenge, but hunting down the wretched creatures who now huddled together like rats in a cage, there was not sport in that. The world lay shattered and ruined before them, and the gloom grew bored. The forces withdrew and were dispatched to destroy some other world, and the gloom decided it would be far more interesting and challenging to manipulate the wretched scraps of this ancient race into destroying themselves. One group of ancient man, who had fled far to the south, were taken by the gloom, their blood tainted with that of the demons. The result was unrecognizable, a feral, animalistic race of half demon, half man. And then the gloom watched and waited. The gloom stood silent as man emerged from his cave and began to rebuild himself. The gloom smiled at the newfound arrogance of man as he began to expand his territories and take back the land from the unforgiving wilds. The gloom waited for the day when its two creations met each other on the field of battle and destroyed each other completely. The gloom, Dominic mumbles. Every time I think I've gotten to the bottom of this, something new emerges. He slumps in his chair.
Seems pretty long.
This sounds bad. I guess the Aether convinced the commanders to stop the war in order to avoid fulfilling the expectations of the gloom. But the Vigils seem convinced that the gloom will still return one day to destroy us all anyway. I'm not sure what to think. Dominic shrugs. I'll spend some more time studying the text, but I don't know what it's going to take to find a breakthrough on this. In all the books I've read, I've never seen a single mention of this gloom until now. I'll let you know if I find anything. Well, when I said breakthrough, I wasn't expecting you to go out, find the gloom and destroy it, Dominic says.
Oh, because we already advanced beyond this?
Sir, I was able to study some of the writing on the walls of the chamber you found beneath the void, and I've discovered quite a bit of information about the gloom. Dominic sets his book down in front of you. If you'll permit me, I have one final entry in my history of Gloomhaven for you to read. The study of interplanar travel was really the brainchild of a single
Found
man,
the big paragraph.
Bastian the Seeker. During his studies of what was beyond this world, an unimaginably powerful being called out to Bastian from across the infinite planes,
this is the biggest one so
invading
far,
and corrupting his dreams. The being promised him knowledge and power beyond what any single plane could hold. Bastian began his work to open a rift between his own plane and that of the being poisoning him as it called from beyond. He was so consumed and overtaken by greed and vice that when the rift was finally opened and the upheaval began, the unnameable evil was able to merge seamlessly with Bastian's form, birthing what came to be known as the Gloom. It has been conjectured by Aether scholars that the evil being has no form of its own, but simply travels from plane to plane, inhabiting a vessel and using it to sow death and destruction for its own amusement. By all accounts, this being is immortal and eternal. If its vessel is destroyed, it will simply find a new one, on this plane or the next. Dominic closes the book. I thank you for all the help you provided in the writing of this history, and I truly hope that's the last we've all seen of the gloom. Dominic's smile fades as he nervously fidgets with a scrap of paper. Well, there was one last detail that gave me pause. I found some writings in the void that I simply could not decipher. They are vaguely similar to a runic language I once encountered up north, but the exact structure is unfamiliar. He hands the paper to you in silence. You study the runes closely, but do not recognize them. You shake your head. They're meaningless to you. I had hoped you might have encountered something similar on your travels, Dominic laments, but I knew that chance was small. Well, I'm sure the language experts at the university would enjoy the challenge. His smile slightly returns. I'll get this sent to them and let you know if they manage to translate this final mystery.
All right. I'm going to get up and take a quick break then, too, and then we'll come back and do our next one. So, BRB. All right, I am back. I think ads are still running, but not for long. Hmm. So this is each mercenary must loot a chest. Another loot all chests, and all mercenaries must escape. Loot a chest and kill all enemies. Kill all enemies. Well, we'll see. So this is all of the... Look at all the retirements we had. That's right. I'm so damn good. It's funny. Actually, this is kind of cool because it shows us... Like, I wonder if we had a really bad one down here. Huh. This was my original scoundrel. It's kind of neat to look at this. Well, we have 4 different ones that we can look at. I was looking at the town records mercenary log because it's kind of neat. Like, the original scoundrel that I had when we first did this, we, out of all the different scenarios we did with that character, we won 88% of them. And it's the same thing with our original brute. And it's kind of neat to go through and take a look at those. Just like, it tells you what the win percentage in scenarios, which some of the retired characters, and then you can see it with some of the current ones. But just kind of neat. So it really depends on what you want. There's a kill all enemies. There's a loot 1 ornate chest and kill all enemies. There's a loot all ornate chests and escape through the exit. And there's each mercenary must loot 1 ornate chest, but there's no kill condition. So depends on what we're in the mood for here. Is it? Yeah, that... No, I put that away for now, so I'm thinking I might rather do something else. We have, yeah, the did we try the Vermling Nest once? Or did we not try it at all? I don't remember. But we do have... So the other option could be wrecked ship, which is just looting 1 ornate chest, but not a kill condition. So we could just try to move our way through it. I know. So if we don't like that, then we could also just do a kill all enemies with the something like the sunken vessel and just go through and try to kill everything. The vessel at least has some different enemy types we haven't seen in a while, so we might go in that direction. We'll see if John cares when he's ready. But that's, I think that might be my vote as the sunken vessel, and we'll try it. I don't know if I'd be able to pull. I don't know. I'm trying to schedule friggin' beer league stuff, and I don't know how easily that's gonna go. And some of the races are co-op, so it's now you got 4 people who are trying to schedule a time, and it's yeah. So I put out Sunday morning for feelers because I have family stuff on Sunday. I could do Saturday afternoon and evening, but I don't know if everyone can do that either, so we're just kind of running into some jams. And like I guess I don't mind doing midweek stuff, but man, there's some days I just come home and I just want to stare at a wall. You know, I think you get it. But we were thinking about doing Sunken Vessel. It's a kill all enemies, but it's at least different enemies that we haven't seen in a while. Because the other ones are like looting chests and stuff like that. We just kind of did something like that, so... The Doomstalker would help because we would give us some stuff with, yes. The Lurkers don't have... do they have shield? It says they have innate target 2 and pierce. They could pierce. The Frost Demons will have innate retaliate. But the Living Spirits, being able to at least put pierce on them would probably be good. Yeah, the Lurkers are just annoying. So, is that good? We'll go there. Alright, let me know when you're set with whatever you're doing card-wise. If you're making... You're good? Alright, Dave, you set? Alright, cool. Oh, I did the thing again. I wish it would tell me how to fix that. I hate that. There we go. So I go into the character menu, come back out. It seems to let me then select the quest. It's such a weird glitch. If I go into the screen that before I hit start quest, and then I like, let's say, look at my cards and then come back, the option to start the quest is gone and I can't leave that area until I like go back into another menu and then back to the screen. It's so weird. Really
Clutch the faded map to your chest, as if it were a blanket protecting you from the strong northern winds. You've been sailing your small rented ship along the coast for what feels like ages, looking for this forgotten shipwreck. Maybe if you hold the map closer, that will make its charts and figures more accurate and decipherable. With little hope remaining, you finally catch a glimpse of a foreboding island on the horizon. As it gets closer, you see the definite outline of a battered ship pinioned against the island's shoals, half sunk and barely held together. You sail around to the far side of the island, where a remote and inviting beach allows for safer anchoring. The thought of what treasure awaits you on board the ship now warms you against the wind, but your thoughts also turn to what dangers may be guarding it. As your dinghy makes its way to the shore, you see a school of lurkers rise up from the surf to greet you. Who knows how long they've been following your ship from the depths, waiting for the opportune time to strike.
We also figured, John, picking this one where you don't have to all loot a chest is easier to get you your last exhaustion. And possibly still win a scenario. So that's kind of... yeah. Well, this looks like shit. That's frustrating, but not the worst. Alright. Is it? I might just do this. And just whack him so that he does less damage to people. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go invisible immediately and hit this guy to wound and stun him, so that way, because I figured that the elite's probably gonna do the most shit to us right now. So if you, yeah, I'm not gonna move. So I'll take the I don't care if I take the 2 damage. So if you want to do that, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I can move somewhere else, but it just depends on where you're going to put the rest of it. Like, if I go here, like, I can go here, right? And you're... So that's... Yeah, I can do this. Well, yeah. But that's always the deal. We'll see. I was going to. So don't waste your stun powder. I figure he'd do the most damage. So I'm going to stun and wound him now. And then I can concentrate on going after some of the other ones later if you guys are going to hit him with other things, so. Trying to bait him. Alright. That's pretty good. Yeah, the elite's dead. That's nice. Pretty good for one round. That. With this, or no, this. So. Yikes. Well, let's see how fast we can take a few of them out. I'll see what John attacks, and then I can kind of react after that. With what? Who, me? I'm gonna be invisible after this round anyway, and I also picked a movement that I can curse something, so I was kind of like, I'll be able to go later on the next turn. But I'll see who you're gonna target over there. Because it probably will make more sense then for me to get the one closest to the door. I mean, the good news is they're not moving, right? So the one that's back on the hazards, we don't really care as much about. So, Dave, I can move back here to get this one, because that way you can attack the one that you're next to. Does that sound better? Or what did you have pulled up? Okay. I still figured that might work better. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna just move here. Yeah, I was hoping that I'd roll up a little bit more on that. Is there anything? The one on the hazard's not going to hurt anybody. The one in front of you is going to attack both of you. So if you might be able to kill it, or go after the one that's only got 1 health, you'll take away their attacks. Because they're not moving, right? So the one that's on the hazardous terrain is not going to attack anybody. That's perfect, honestly. Look at that. You couldn't have drawn it up any better than that. See? As is tradition. I mean, oh, that... I thought every hex would be covered. Yeah. Alright. Alright. We got this. We got this. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Yeah. Same. But this is good for the crate cart because you can start pushing them and doing shit. And he's gonna walk forever. Hey, buddy. Alright, sweet. That was a good time. They do have... Those have retaliate, which is annoying as shit. Something that's gonna create dark though. But maybe I don't. Alright, let's see what happens. Very good. Come on and join the party. That's pretty good. Okay. Well, if we get lucky here. God damn it. -2 my ass. This might not be a bad option, because I should roll up. Question mark. Alright. Yeah. He's coming over to give you a keys. I bet he did. Well, he was, yeah, last round. Those bastards. He knew. Alright, Tanky Stone Void did. Ah, look at that. Bringing in our buddy again. Let's see if he's if he lasts a little bit more than a round. Doom. Hello, John. Effective. That's a lot of damage. I wouldn't call that useless. That was pretty good. You hit something. Well, to be fair, we didn't take him out to the very end of the other one. Correct. He was, so that's why... Decoy, John, decoy! More! More! I thought I was just gonna open it right now. I'm like, Alright, we'll just kill what's here. Oh, wait, you're the Quartermaster. You have, like, one attack. I know, I know. He's like, peace out. Well, we do have to kill all enemies, right? So... Yeah, I know. I know, but if I'm gonna use my invisibility, I might as well go after him a little bit. Yes. Burn dirt tornado. That sucks. I mean, you thought this room was gonna be really bad, so who knows? Well, we'll see. Unusual. Look at that big boy doing some work. General Kenobi. The traps are damage 5 stun. Got one on him. Well, the only thing that's going to attack you is the Frost Demon. The others are going to curse you. I mean, they're good because they'll just curse the Quartermaster, which isn't as bad because he doesn't attack as much. If they can get to him. I mean, some of them will because they're moving great. Are you hitting this guy, or do you want to run and have me do it? Hey, Scanler. Yes, it actually is. We're in some kind of wrecked ship or something. I don't remember all the lore. Well, it's up to you, because if you want to get out of here, that's fine, because I can use what I got to go after this thing. Oh, I see. You're going to just hit it. Alright, good. That's fine. I don't know if I'll be able to do much on this turn. But then again, they're going to move first, so maybe I will. We'll see. I am going last, so I might be able to do something. Yeah, like I said, we're in some sort of wrecked ship or something looking for some kind of treasure or something. We've actually, like, in the last week or two, unlocked a handful of other side quests and stuff like that, which is good. So we actually have 4 quests on the board. This is one of them, and when we finish them, then we'll have 60 done, which is kind of like that nice even number that you kind of wonder if we're actually approaching some kind of endgame thing. The other thing that's good is when John exhausts the Quartermaster here, he'll retire after this one. So we're finally going to finish that. And does yours unlock the Berserker, or is it just a quest? Yeah, that's pretty exciting. So that'll be something fun to look forward to. I don't know anything about the Berserker, so I'm looking forward to seeing that in action. But I've been told it's a pretty good one. I mean, if you stay there, you're going to draw a couple of the living spirits out, which will let me do something. So I'm just food for thought, because then I can at least hit one of them. Other than if they don't come out here and do anything, I can't do a damn thing. And even if they curse you, it's not that big of a deal. Because the rest of them, well, the other one that's by the door might get to you, but that's it. Yeah. Makes sense. Because they've clumped up for all the AoE stuff that you guys have. Alright. Yeah, because I don't really have any movement pulled up. But what I can at least do... Oh, I guess if I would have gone there, I could have... That's alright. We'll just hit this one. Because it's only attack 1 anyway. And did I get to stay invisible? Is that what I just saw? That's pretty sweet. Yeah, it is. We did... I don't know if you saw the one we did, like, a week or so ago, where we had one of a different quest. This is our second one tonight, because we had one where we had to just loot a couple chests and stop these guards from getting onto these switches to sound an alarm. And we were able to do that one because the character that I'm using, the Night Shroud, has this really great card that allowed me to basically warp to any open hex on the map once we opened up the one room. So I was able to kind of bounce in there and kind of penetrate the defenses a little bit nicer. So that was pretty cool. Okay, I guess we do this. Makes me a little nervous. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3. Oh, we could do that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be going early. Not that I wanted to, but... It's fine. Nice. That's annoying. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, that's where we're at. This might be a good time to pull that up. Yeah, this will probably be my next turn. Previous one that we retired. That was a really nice shot right there, by the way. What are you talking about? You got a frost demon right there. No, it's funny though. Oh, right. We gotta open the door. Yeah. There's a door, but I don't know what's in it. He will. Yeah, you could easily kill yourself on a trap, that's true, but it's only damage 5, so you might as well take a shot from him. Oh. Scantler, is it not working? Seriously? Because that's annoying, because so... Okay, I swear to God, I'm gonna have to redo that entire audio capture then, because... So it's not working... Oh, come on. So it's not working on this, but when Limp Bagel and I did that co-op seed, you could hear him just fine. Because you can hear him on the VOD. And my audio levels for the Discord thing say they're there and that it's working. So clearly, I gotta just recapture it or something. Oh, that's so annoying. No, it's not. It's a different Discord channel, but you could set it up so that it does... Like, I think it's a different capture. I'm gonna have to go and look at it. Well, it's the same channel, it's a different voice chat. But it was working fine before. So I don't know what the hell broke it. Oh well. We'll figure it out. Alright, well. We got a chest in there, so that's good. I mean, I could probably just sit here and mess up this while I'm waiting for their turn, but... So, Scanner, let me know if you also hear them at any point, so that I can figure out whether or not I'm actually fixing the problem. You just ruined it. You just said something. Well, like I said, I see levels on my end, and then it's just not coming through, and that's really messed up. And according to this, it should all be coming through on the stream. Whatever. Alright. Has nothing to do with the speakers. But thank you. Oh no, well he can hear me. Yeah. But it works with other stuff I do, but Discord is just not... like, so I have to do it. It's a separate audio capture for Discord, and what I might just do is I might just do it from scratch. Let's see what happens if I do that. So, Let's call this. Alright, so let me know if that's coming through at all. I just added a whole new audio, and we'll see if that one works. That means you guys can actually talk, you know.
Well, if I have something to say, I will.
If you have something to say, you will. That's
I was about to say, host, click something.
I know I was messing with the damn settings. That worked. You can hear him now. Okay. I had to literally just do a whole new recapture of it because apparently whatever was set up with just didn't take them. So, whatever. Freaking OBS. I wonder how long that actually has it, because like it was working when I was probably using the other program. I wonder if it hasn't been working since I switched to OBS, but that's been a while now and no one said anything to me until like last week. So I don't know. Whatever. If it's working, that's good. Hopefully we'll actually get it working next time we do this too. But I'll try it like that for a little bit and see if that fixes it. And you know what? If I can convince John to actually watch my stream at some point tomorrow, he can let me know if it works with the two of us are doing our, or three. I don't know if Levate's joining us or not, but, yeah, John, if you want something exciting, we're gonna do, one of the modes we have to do for Beer League is in all dungeons, but it could possibly flip it to inverted. And so we're gonna run an inverted all dungeons tomorrow because it's been a long ass time since we've done an inverted scene. So we're gonna practice one.
Cool.
I know it's one of your favorites.
I like inverted.
I know, but we would always joke about how we were so excited when it would come up in our mystery multis.
Do I die yet? I don't think I die yet.
You want to wait? I mean, you could always run onto a trap if you're on our last turn, so...
I want to deal a little bit more damage.
That's fine. I mean, you're going to take the there. Oh, look at that! Man, render my turn useless. That's so cool.
If you had that card that lets you jump anywhere.
You know what? I don't, and that's fine.
Alright, this one doesn't give me any XP. Seriously, you just made me lose. Alright, let's go. Look at all this gold. Do I have a loot one?
No, I think I'm gonna...
I don't.
Still do this.
Be nice if you could get to this room and just attack him.
Well, I will next turn.
Was that the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got to get to the chest first. And take 10 damage when I open it.
Do you need to loot it?
I don't have to. I don't even know what mine was. Mine was have 5 or more cards in hand, and he just made me burn the 5th one that I was hoping to keep. So I can't get mine anymore. gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I suppose. That won't even do me any good.
I'm using my move 6 loot 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna be like right there.
You're gonna take my chest and everything?
I don't have to. If you don't want me to, just because it's funny, I will go somewhere else in the room so you can get the chest.
I don't know if I'll. He may kill me before I get there.
Well, that's
No, he goes after
'cause
me, so he won't.
So if you want the chest, I will give you the chest and I can go somewhere else.
I don't care. I'm just messing with you because you've been hanging out in the far back the whole time. Then you just rush up here and steal my shit.
Yeah, I've been killing shit because that's the object of the game.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I've killed him.
Probably.
I know, he's just been hanging back there with this mechanical golem thing.
Alright, well, we got something out of that. That's not...
Something over there.
There, now you can go loot some gold if you want to.
And I can't get any of my XP. Thanks, man.
Okay.
I like picking on you because you're the host.
I
So
know.
much
You know what?
wine.
What's great is now John needs to step on a trap, which is so funny.
Oh,
And,
I'm stunned.
And we retire that guy. And then, speaking of hanging out in the back, what are you picking on me for? Look at the Doomstalker way back there still, which is really funny.
Doomstalker put like 3 dooms on people in the last room.
Oh, I absolutely know you could do what you need to do from back there. It's just funny. That's all.
You know what? Let's see. Let's do this for fun. They're all 3. Nothing's big, so we are going to do this instead.
Absolutely suicide by trap. That was the whole point, because we knew he was under 5, and so he could retire. He could, by exhausting himself. We're gonna see his retirement ceremony here in just a moment. He's just.
Get.
That's really funny. Wouldn't it have been actually hilarious if I had no cards and my HP was low and you actually killed me doing that? That would have been so funny, honestly.
Oh, I still got to do stuff.
Yeah, you do.
I should have destroyed the thing first and got my 1, but I wanted
Yeah.
to get up there and hit you first.
I know,
I
you
was
got
gonna
way
think
too
that.
The
excited about
spirits
that.
seem calm.
Yeah, it's
Way
The
too
workers
excited.
have retreated. You've looted what you can from the ship and are very eager to sail back to Gloomhaven to get your feet onto warm, dry land. You take one last look at the strange island and its impaled
I
ship.
did the most damage.
Then do
I took the
exactly
most
that.
damage. I killed the most enemies, both tied. Used
Yeah.
the most items. Oh, you didn't do anything.
You want a cookie?
I do.
Yeah, the
I'm the only
Doomstalker
person,
did.
and I'm the only person who got my perks.
Yeah, I didn't. I had to have less cards in my hand, and I didn't go through and. I did
However,
not
my
do it.
useless golem helped me tie for the most killed.
Oh yeah, he did kill a couple, so it was beneficial for sure. All right. We should be announcing your retirement, correct?
20 XP. Okay, jeez, that was long. Obviously, it took 12 scenarios.
Sacrifice was demanded, and so sacrifice was given. That really does describe exactly everything that we just had to do, doesn't it? But now your service is complete. The Blood God has shown you that there is no more use for you in their plans, and you are to find your own way now. You respect your God's wishes, of course, but you can't help feeling betrayed at how little your devotion seemed to mean. Why would it feel like you wrote this yourself? As you leave the city, you decide you'll live in a peaceful life from now on, maybe even buy a farm. Whatever happens, the Blood God will have to find a new zealot to play with in Gloomhaven. Congratulations, you are free of the Quartermaster. Here we go.
There you go, dude. Baby girl.
So fun.
Sweet.
If you build them right and have the right cards, of course, they're all
So
fun.
are you saying you want to do it? Because that's fine.
I would love to, but if you guys want
No.
to try something you haven't done,
I mean, look, you know how...
The whole point is to unlock it for you to play her.
Yeah, you kind of want it.
yeah.
So,
That's
John,
good.
if you would like to
I
look up a
won't say
name
no.
and at least create the character, then we can let Dave mess with that later on.
Alright, give me 1 second.
Oh, I have the other item. That's what it is. So what is this?
Unless you have the
Force an enemy within range.
chart
5
that you
from-
use,
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I can jump in and pick the cards when you're ready, unless you want to build it.
I mean, I'll just name it and then you can take over.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
I can always just switch you onto it so you can mess with it. Or you could just switch yourself to that, whatever. It doesn't matter. We are all, like, wow, we have a lot of, 3 of us really close to level 8 right now. We just got 20 XP at the end of that one.
Yeah.
This Night Shroud is now 3-0.
We can either get.
Well, that's because you've got a good team.
Exactly. But I do like playing with the Night Shroud better than I did the Beast Tyrant, let's be fair.
Yeah, it is good. I mean, they all have their scenarios, but
Yeah.
Night Shroud, Doomstalker, Craighheart, and Berserker are my 4 favorites.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair...
What were you saying, John?
There
The
it
personal
is.
quests for the Berserker were both the same. So,
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Cool.
what does it
Yeah.
unlock?
It either unlocked a sword or an armor design and a
Oh.
quest on both. So, but the requirements were both the same: kill 15 Vermling scouts and/or shamans. So, Eric, if you want to kick over, there you
I
go.
just did. And John, I'm gonna kick you over to the other one because you can then take a look at other, like, I don't know who's gonna control 2. I mean, maybe Dave just does Craighheart and Berserker a little bit, or
Yeah.
if you want to look at some of the other ones, to see if there's anyone else you want to start messing around with, because we eventually, like, there's a couple others that are sitting here. Like, I would love to get rid of a couple of the others, like the Summoner. It's like earn 15 perk points. It's not like it's too horrible to do, but it would be nice if we were able to do that, because we do have a lot of quests that could get unlocked from all of these.
We also, the Doomstalker needs to see 6 more people become exhausted. So, with a little bit more planning, that can be done, like in 2 scenarios.
Why do we have 2 Night Shrouds?
I don't know.
How do we do that? Or yeah, whatever. I don't know what's going on. That's fine. I'll let you guys mess with that.
Oh,
stuff.
well, I can't click on either of them because you control one, and I'm guessing we can only have one per party.
Oh, maybe that's the case. Well, I mean, I can switch the other one. This one can get leveled up, but I'm not touching it because, I mean, I can always just delete the character, but I don't know if it makes a difference. I guess you could, like, because you could build a couple of them up different ways if you wanted to, and then kind of work with the different builds, but does the summoner automatically get a level because of our wealth level?
Yeah.
Okay. There might be a couple others like that too. Yeah, like the Plague Herald you created actually goes to level 7. We haven't touched that yet. Same thing with the Soothsayer that's here. So we do have a couple things that can get updated at some point. Not any rush to do that, but it's just good to know. So that's good. Hey, we successfully completed 2 different quests tonight. That's really good. Compared to some of our other goes. So I'll take it. Bong.
What am I dropping?
And I fixed my stupid audio issues, because why not?
Okay. And
I'll look forward to seeing how ridiculous this Berserker is next time.
I may be picking really fast though, so there's so many cards that I remember playing, and I can't. I know I couldn't have played them all at the same time.
Yeah, I'm just. I don't think I'm interrupting anything just by looking, but if you can't do something for some reason, let me know so I can get out of it. I'm just looking at the cards that are there because I want to get an idea.
In what? In where?
I'm just looking at the Berserker's cards right now.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
touching anything. I'm not leveling
Oh,
up.
you're fine.
I just want to take a look at. Wow. Okay. I sort of see how this works. So they're playing a lot with your hit points as a resource here, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this one's always the hardest one. I don't know which one I like better. Really depends on the scenario. Unstoppable Destruction or Devil Horns. Attack 3 wound, attack 3 enemies. Wound them all if they're next to each other. Attack 4 on bottom. Attack 4 on top. Suffer 2 to ignore the shield. I love that part. If you short rest, you get the benefits of the long rest. It's just so good.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
just
remember
reading
this one
some
being
of
the
the
hardest
heal
one to
cards.
take.
Some of the heal card, like Unbridled Power, that's a crazy bottom part of the card. So basically, you're just gonna load up on health potions, right?
Maybe,
But
not necessarily,
I can see
because you want your health to be low, so that because you can do more damage.
Right.
If it's less than half, so if you keep healing, you keep limiting yourself, but you got to stay right. You got to play that fine line.
Wow, look at this. Kill one adjacent normal enemy whose current hit point value is less than half the difference between your maximum hit point value and current hit point value. What the
Yeah, and there's a card that lets your maximum hit point value go up to like 36 or something, 26. Yeah.
And that's what Unbridled Power, that's what I was commenting about. You may overheal to a maximum of 26 hit points, but your maximum hit point value remains the same for the purpose of all ability effects.
Yeah. Which I don't like that part of it, because that's kind of lame. But,
yeah.
I mean, it'd be overpowered if it counted for everything.
Right. Which makes, I mean, that makes sense to me, but that's... Yeah, this is definitely a really unique character compared to the others. It's pretty cool.
I know I'm choosing some different cards than I have in the past just to play around with it.
That's pretty crazy. That'll be fun to kind of to see that in action. I thought clicking on this, but I figure this is probably all. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm pretty happy with the perks I have set up on here. Though I'd like to do this at some point. Then most of my stuff would be positive, which would be pretty good. But one of these quests will actually earn my perk points so that I can, you know, advance that.
Okay. I am out of here while y'all are figuring your stuff out.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I think we're... Are you gonna do your perks now, or do you want to wait on that? Because I don't care, but...
Oh, I mean, I got the one from...
No, I mean for the Berserker.
Yeah.
Because there's like 10 perk points to divvy out.
I'm gonna pick those quick. Sure.
Okay.
Definitely gotta take that. I gotta get rid of one more so I can... add this one.
Well, definitely happy about what we got to accomplish tonight. So it's pretty good. So Scanner, we'll be in touch tomorrow afternoon and figure out when we want to get that going. And the biggest question we have to ask ourselves is, do we want to run a seed with or without boots? Because that is the other variant. I'm leaning towards without, because if we're going to make it suffer, you might as well make it suffer.
Okay. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night, and I will bug you later.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright. So, good night. I've picked everything, but do you want me to wait to buy stuff that it will help?
Yeah, why don't we, because we still have a city encounter, we might want to do that first, and then we can see if that unlocks anything else, and then we can go through. The other thing is, I have an item that I just got that I don't know if I'm going to hold on to. If someone wants it, I could always sell it back. It's what we just got from this past quest. Because it was the Doomed Compass, so it forces an enemy within range 5 to perform a move 2 action with you controlling it. So if that's something that other people would want, then I can sell it back and whatever. Alright, so you all set?
I think so. Yep.
Alright, excellent. Yeah, so we'll plan on probably next week Thursday, because Saturday I might have some stuff going on. We'll see.
Cool.
But this is good.
Just let me know. Thanks.
Yep, for sure. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Alright, bye. Alright, yeah, that sounds good, Scanner. We'll look at the boots list, because whatever. And yeah, so we'll be in touch. We'll take care of that tomorrow. That'll be fun. And we'll see how that goes. I don't want to be afraid of tackling it inverted seed if that's something that someone really wants to do. It might not happen at all, but it would be worth just going through a practice run with it. Alright, that's it for me. I'm tired. I might try to make it an early night tonight. I always say that. We'll see how successful I am. So it's time to get going. So have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.